No throttle. Mode 3. It's supposed to go 28. Let's see what happens. Beautiful sunny day here in Southern California. Going to get something to eat. At a good restaurant called The Hook, I think. They have really amazing burgers, like wow. Like so much better than the average burger, it's unbelievable. And we're off, people. I don't know if you guys can hear that every once in a while, but like when I use my front and my rear brake together, it squeaks. I don't know why that is, but I don't feel like using just one brake because I feel like I'm gonna wear down the pad, so I use both, and that's what happens. No throttle, people. You know, when I got this bike, I was looking at, before I got the bike, like when I ordered it, I was looking at getting replacement pedals because I thought the pedals just looked really stupid. They're not bad. People keep calling me. I keep getting freaking solicitors. The pedals don't look that bad, you know? Mine kind of do because they're bent, but overall they look pretty cool. I mean, especially if you get rid of the reflectors, those are just kind of stupid looking. Man, the amount of time we spend at lights, it's really unbelievable. Like 7 years of my life so far, probably, at lights. Alright, so something I've noticed already is, unlike unlimited mode where you can truly just go as fast as the bike can take you and it's constantly trying to pull you and go fast, but ultimately you're kind of capped at like 30, 31 depending on your weight. This one, literally, as soon as you hit 28, like the motor stops and it doesn't let you keep going. The motor doesn't kick it back into place until you go below 28 miles an hour. So it's like a governor more than anything. Interesting. So yeah, I know this is like class 3 mode, and I know that means something to some people in certain parts of the world where you can't go past 28 miles an hour, which is interesting. And it really seriously cuts you off at 28 miles an hour. So really the difference between mode 3 and mode 4, mode 4 you've got pedal assist that takes you to up to 30, 31 miles an hour, and throttle that does about the same. And mode 3, you just have pedal assist and it takes you to 28 and it caps you. Interesting thing, when I go up hills, like I just went up maybe 3 or 4 degrees and I have momentum, I can go 25 miles an hour up the hill, and I just did. So in mode 3, you still have the same power up hills. Again, you're just capped. It's really weird. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but like, I mean, I'm teetering at 28, 27 miles an hour, and as soon as it goes to 27, the motor kicks in. As soon as it goes to 28, it kicks off. So it's like, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's kind of interesting. It just won't let you go faster than 28. It's almost like a cruise control in a car. Okay, usually when you're on an electric bike, or bike, the motorists, whether you come to the red light, four-way stop first or not, they let you go. I don't know, it's like an unwritten rule. And those were some friendly neighborhood firemen, and they did not let me go. I don't quite understand what that's all about, but I'm a little turned off, I must say. A little bit. There was the yawn, people. There was the yawn. All right. You guys ever heard the saying, Jesus, take the wheel? My son was just telling me about that. He's in high school. Apparently that's like a new saying right now. Never heard it before. It's kind of like, you know, throwing caution to the wind, or like two shits out the window, or, you know, Jesus, take the wheel. You know, like you have no control over what's happening or something. So interesting. Again, I am Jewish. I don't know if you caught that in one of my earlier videos. So interesting, but funny kind of quote. I like it. I don't know if I'm really going to work it into my rhetoric, my nomenclature, but we'll see. I like new things. I like trying new things. Might have to work it in. I might just oddly work it in, even when it doesn't make sense. Like when I'm at the restaurant and the guy's like, do you want cheese on that? And I'll be like, Jesus, take the wheel. I mean, yeah, sure. That'd be great. Just to say it, you know what I mean? Okay, kind of a steep hill. Pedal assist. Oh, by the way, I've been in pedal assist 4 the whole time. Sorry about that. I guess I should have made that clear. Pedal assist 4, mode 3. 21, 22, not bad. That was kind of a steep hill. 5, 6 degrees maybe. Here's another one, maybe 4 degrees. I feel pretty good at determining or anticipating or guessing what the degree slope is. It's not because I'm some freaking genius, savant or something. It's that I ride my road bike a lot, and I've got this little bike computer, and it tells me what the slope is. So I've been riding these hills a lot, and I kind of know what they are. All right, I got the nod from the beard man. See? People love this thing. Everywhere you go. It's like having a shiny new puppy. Say, if you move to a new place and you want a conversation piece, and you want to kind of make some friends or something, and you don't have money for a puppy, well, a puppy's probably cheaper than this thing. You don't want a puppy because you don't want to clean up poop. Get a freaking SUPER73. Because you will make friends, literally, everywhere you go. All right, mode 3 in it. I loosened my shocks a little bit. The SUPER73R lets you do that in the back. I will say I got a little more bounce, people. Kind of digging it a little bit. Doing a little more bounce. 28, 27, 28, 27, 28, 27. Engine on, engine off, engine on, engine off, engine on, engine off. Hey, it feels weird. Like, why would you ever use mode 3 when you have mode 4, where it's not going to restrict you? You go 3 miles an hour faster, and you're not going to hear this on off, on off, on off, on off, on off. Like, why wouldn't you just use mode 4? Kind of makes you wonder, like, what's the point? Unless, yeah, I guess in some cities literally 28 is the speed cutoff, but like, really, you're going 31 miles an hour. First of all, is a cop really going to gonna use a radar gun to see how fast you're going on your bike. And if he is, he's gonna be like, do you know you were going at 31 and a 28? Is he really gonna say that to you? Like, come on. So why not just go 31 and just call it a day and have that extra power? Like, what's the point? But again, I'm not, you know, ignorant. I know that in some places that you are capped at 28, so. But I'm just saying from a legal standpoint, it just doesn't make any sense. Not that laws ever really make sense, but you know what I mean. It's just kind of dumb. Speak of the devil, policeman to my left. See? He's looking at me, I'm looking at him. We're eye contacting. He's like, did I just see you going 31 miles an hour? And I'll say, no, sir, I was actually capped at 28. And I'll be like, all right. We've heard that you guys are speed demoning around these towns with these electric bikes. Going at a freaking zipping 31 miles an hour. And that's against the law. Needless to say, in California, I don't believe there are laws like that. You know, some people have the Onyx, it goes like 60. You know, I've actually seen a Suron on the street, and that thing goes 40, something like that. So clearly I'm all right, even in unlimited. But doing mode 3 as a test for my viewers, information channel, people, education. Why wouldn't you be in a freaking bike lane? Like, you guys in the middle of the fucking road. Excuse my language. Sometimes it just comes out. Sometimes it just comes out. But again, this is not a channel for children. Today we're looking at rated R. Sometimes PG-13. All right. Just me and the cop hanging out. What if I just like grabbed onto his mirror and just started having him pull me along? Think that would go over well? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, it's getting a little toasty, people, I must say. A little toasty. Got a heat wave going on out here. One thing I can say I miss is throttle. Like, it's nice when you're off, you know, off a dead stop, putting the throttle on and going like, you know, 2 or 3 miles an hour, then start pedaling. Kind of sucks when you literally just have to just pedal this beast from no stop, you know, from a dead stop. So there's that also. Let's check our range. Okay, 32. I feel like, this is kind of just an educated guess, I feel like we are saving a little bit of battery. I feel like I would probably be at like 30 or 29 if I was in unlimited mode. But again, that's also using some throttle, you know? So, I mean, obviously you save some battery when you pedal, but I'm thinking pedaling only in unlimited versus pedaling only in mode 3, I still think I'm saving a little battery because I've done that before. I've just pedaled in unlimited. Now, mode 1, my favorite, you pedal up to 20 miles an hour. You still have the same torque that you have always. You just are capped at 20. And I don't know. I just like it. Save a lot of battery. I don't think you really need to be going like 30 miles an hour. You know what I mean? It's not necessary. Fun, but not necessary. $376 miles, people. That's how far I've gone on this thing. It's a lot. It's a lot of miles. My Kenda Crusader tires should be here any day. Very excited about that. Looking forward to throwing my all-terrains and my Badgers just on the side of the house in case I need them one day. But they'll definitely be collecting dust. Just not feeling it with the all-terrains anymore, people. That's what I got on this bike right now. Too many flats. And when you put in your tire liners move. So sometimes the puncture can go right through because the tire liner moved or shifted. You know, so Ken the Crusaders has the tire liner built in. Wow, isn't that something? Plus, I'll put in my other tire liner, so I'll have double tire lineage protection. Isn't that something? Very excited about that. Plus, they look like they have a little more grip on probably dirt, which is where I really like to ride. You know what would be fun is zipping around a golf course. I'm passing a golf course here. It'd be fun to be able to zip around the golf course, you know, the little golf cart track, whatever it's called, the path. That'd be kind of cool. Getting thirsty, getting hungry. Let's get this moving. I think it's funny when people see me talking and they look at me like, who the hell is he talking to? You know? Blow through this fake stop sign. Nah, I'll stop. All right, here we go. All right. The freaking shredder. That's the name I'm going with. At some point, I'm going to drop the Leviathan 2727. It's not very descriptive. I want to have an identity, people. I want to be known as something. I don't want people going around and go, man, that Leviathan 2727 guy. I want to be the freaking shredder. And one day, wouldn't it be something? Mark my words. I will have like a little, you know, graphically created like little figurine to represent me. You know, kind of like a really cool looking caricature, if you will, or something. And you know what I'll be doing? Wait for it. I'll be freaking shredding. That's right. So that's coming up. I just need to find somebody who's going to do that for me, because my graphic skills don't extend beyond simple stick figures. Curb jumping is so easy on this bike with the dual suspension and the thick tires, the wide tires. It's just like jumping into a foam pit. Pretty cool. So we're gonna do a little work, pause the camera, and come right back. But to you guys, it'll be instantaneous. To me, it'll be a few hours worth of work. Check range. Yeah, we came all the way here, and I have 30 range. There's just no way. In the past, I'd probably be, especially using you know, unlimited, I'd be at like 28, 27, 26, and I'm at 30, so that's pretty freaking cool. Definitely saving some battery, people. First, I got to do a non-shout out, so I don't know what it's called, like a shout at instead of a shout out. This place over here called the Walking Company. You guys familiar with that place right there? It's supposed to have like really great shoes. Well, I tell you what, I bought some. Oh man, look at this. The Onyx crew, look at this. Wow. Onyx, baby. Look at that. Wow, sweet. Yeah. Feel like we're fraternity brothers or something. Right? Have a good one. Look at that, man. I found a crew of Onyx guys. And they're laughing at me. They're not laughing. They're like, dude, what's up? SUPER73, like we're freaking fraternity brothers or something. That's kind of cool. These things rock. Things are so fast. Damn. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but I'm sure it was extremely important. But, oh, the Walking Company. I've been wearing those shoes. They're supposed to be like really good shoes. They're like 150 bucks. They have like, you can get like pediatric inserts, whatever they're called, where they I don't know if it's pediatric. I don't know what the hell they're called, but where they have like inserts that kind of give you arch support that you need or whatever. And I freaking buy those shoes, 150 bucks, supposed to be really high quality, and they freaking rip. After a year, like literally I'm playing pickleball, like tennis, if you will, and my foot literally slipped out of the side of the shoe. The entire shoe opened up and my freaking toes are hanging out. Really? And then I call them and they're like, oh, you have to have your receipt, and then only after a year can we return them. And I'm like, I don't have the freaking receipt. It's been like a year and a couple months. They're like, sorry. So I get nothing. Isn't that something? Like, what a bunch of crap that is. Anyway, here we are. I'm gonna pause and we'll be back in a little bit. We're back. Camera just died for a second, not sure why. And we're checking out a little park. Still mode 3 in it, baby. Look at those trails up there. You probably can't see them, but far in the distance are these awesome trails that you got to have like an XR 400cc dirt bike to get up or something. Badass though. Too much for this machine. This is only good for light off-road trails, right? Roundabout, people. I have no idea what this thing's about. Let's check this out. We're just exploring, people. I have no idea what this is. This is some sort of path, which is interesting. I have no idea where it goes. Hopefully it doesn't go up a very steep hill, because we're not going to make it. Exploring. Wait a minute, does this connect to that other place I was? I might have just had like a huge epiphany moment here. Really? Alright, I just had a bee like literally hit me in the freaking lip. Alright. I came on this path in one of my earlier videos from the opposite way, and I'm just having like a mind explosion because I realize now that from this other side it connects. Wow. Sometimes you just see things happening and you're like, wow, really? Huh. Very interesting. This is Lindero Canyon. Wow. Very interesting, people. All right, we're going off-road here a little bit. Testing out the shocks. Testing out the brakes. Testing out the seat and the tires. All right. And my need for speed. Squirrel. I don't know if you saw it. Can't have a video without a squirrel. You know, it's disconcerting sometimes when you're riding and off to the left and off to the right, you hear these like sounds and you're like, what the hell was that? All right, I don't see this happening, people. Or do I? This is like really sketchy. Fuck. We're making a U-turn. Could probably do the water, but do we really want to? And am I even gonna make it up this freaking thing now? Because I'm like, I've got no momentum. Yeah, I can't even make it up that. See, that's the problem with like a mode 3. You have no momentum, you have no throttle. There's no way you're gonna make it, you know? All right, we're going back. It was fun though. Almost wet in the water. That sign said dog must be held on leash. Doesn't you have to have a leash to walk your dog? You're gonna put him on leash and then hold him? What if it's a great day and how do you hold him? Okay, mode 3 and it through some dirt. Not a lot of momentum. A little hill here and we're barely making it, people. Really likes the throttle about now. Come on, we can do this. God damn it, come on. Gotta really pedal. Come on, we're stopping. Don't stop. Oh, we stopped. See that? No momentum. Can't do it. Wow. Really gotta have momentum to ride in mode 3. You can go up hills 25 miles an hour if you got momentum. If you have no momentum, you can't even go up a freaking hill 2 miles an hour. Here's get on a one wheel. Very cool. One wheels are badass. Oh my God, I'm freaking exhausted, people. Just trying to go up that freaking hill in mode 3. Bridging it. I don't know where the hell we're going now. We're kind of just off-roading it. Seeing where we line up. Hopefully I'm not getting any bark in my tires. Alright. So far so good. I think we're gonna go back to that old road. Hey, I keep sorry buddy. Oh, he almost lost his life with a mirror. In my mirror. Alright. Well, checked out the park. It took us to an old path that we've used before. And we're just seeing connections happening in our mind. Connections we didn't know existed. Going down. That's what's fun. No issues there. We're carving. We're shredding. keep going. That's a really freaking cool path down there. But there's no way in hell I'm coming back up. Because it's just too steep. And I have no throttle and I have no momentum. So that's part of the problem here, people. Another thing, oh, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. We're at 3 squirrels. So another thing, if you have the 8 gear version, or whatever it is, there's another squirrel, then you can, and there's another squirrel, and yet another one, that you can downshift. There's another squirrel. So, you know, I think one day I'd love to get another squirrel. I'd love to get the multi-gear version, so we could downshift, you know, another squirrel real low, so then you could go up hills. Because you're basically, like, let's say you have just a standard, let's say 10 speed, right, 12 speed. This bike is pretty much always in like gear 5 or 6, so it doesn't have any low end. So you can't ride up a hill because you're going too fast. You know, you're too high of a crank, too high of a gear. So I'd love to have that option, but I don't know if anybody's really done that. But I'd love to do that. Seeing pads, people all over. So as much fun as this bike is, because you have no low end, there's certain paths that are literally just off limits. You know, you're like, that awesome path, can't do it. Would never make it, you know? So, oh. Range check for that night. Oh, wait, yeah. Zippity doo dah. Oh, shit. Oh. That was a nice turn. Alright. Back on the road. Trying to get some momentum. Do a little range test here. 2 or 20 miles. It's pretty good. Because it's saying we went 16 miles, but I'm telling you we went more than that. Miles an hour, free to re-slope. Barely any momentum. That's as high as we could get. Onyx doesn't look very comfortable, does it? The seat looks like a motorcycle seat, but like a very uncomfortable motorcycle seat. Like a hard one. I don't know. Cool looking bikes though. Green it, baby. Green it, green it, green it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah. So we did a little off-road. Did a little street. Where else can I take you people? Grass, maybe? Is that really necessary? I don't know. We'll see what else. The tires, Badger, all-terrain, whatever the hell you have, or Z1, whatever. You know, the road ones, the street. Do you ever imagine like just a little thorn can puncture it? It's hard rubber. Doesn't that just bewilder you? The other day I had a piece of bark. Like how sharp can a piece of bark be? And it freaking punctured the tire. Is that crazy? Like the circumference or the circumference of like, you know, like the end of a pencil head, not the pin, the eraser head, like that big, punctured my freaking tire. How the hell does that happen? Isn't that wild? Okay, showing 18 miles. But again, for those of you that haven't seen some of my earlier videos, when you get to about 9 miles left, you start slowing down. So even my 28 here might be like 26. And when you get to, let's say 6 miles, you're capping out at like 23. And when you get to 4 miles, something really interesting happens. You're out of battery. So this thing really doesn't have, it says 36 when you start out, it really has 32. And even at, you know, the last 4 miles, you're really kind of huffing and puffing and going pretty slow anyway. So really, if you really truly want to say what's the range on this thing with full power, you're probably looking at like 25, you know? Because 26, 27, 28, 29, you really kind of, you have moderate power, maybe 75%. So yeah, you might be able to say 28 to 30 miles on one of these. But again, that's if you're pedaling some. So, all right, so now I'm going up a pretty steep hill here. Probably 5 degrees. It's pretty steep, pretty long. And we're going 17 miles an hour. No. That was our range, excuse me. We're going 18 miles an hour. Although I will say, interesting fact here, when I'm in unlimited mode and I'm pedaling, I feel like I have more thrust than this. This thing feels like it's a little slower. So, is it possible that mode 3 just doesn't have the same thrust up a hill too? Although when I had momentum earlier, I was flying up at 25. So, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like it has the same power. It doesn't make the same sound, you know, the same audio porn as the unlimited. Although we're picking up speed now, I don't know. SUPER73 even offering the gears yet? The multiple gears? Because I tell you, I would have paid a couple hundred more, 300 more, whatever it is, to get them. I think it just would be so much better to have gears on this thing. Especially since I said I would never pedal it, but because it saves so much battery, I wind up pedaling it all the time anyway, so it'd be nice to have some gears. Plus, if you had high-end gears, you could probably go faster than your traditional 31 that I go, you know? In pedal assist. This gives you a lot more options. Said this in a while, but do you have any ideas for videos that are reasonable? Not like, hey, why don't you go to the top of Mount Everest or something stupid like that, right? Then yeah, put them in comments and I'll try to fulfill your desires. That sounded really bad, you know what I mean? I'll try to fulfill your requests. How's that? Hey man, these bike shorts I'm wearing are like riding up me. I know that's too much information, but sometimes you just gotta say what's on your mind. You gotta get a bike gauge, people, or a bike cage for your water. You gotta get it. You gotta have water at all times, you never know. What happens if you run out of battery, you gotta pedal, and you're like about ready to die, you need some water. So always have water. Get a bike bottle cage. can tell you, having done a very similar ride, that this battery range meter, which is showing 11, should be showing like 7. I'm telling you right now, if I was in, oh boy, did I not stop at the light or something? This, hopefully that cop's not coming to like pull me over for something stupid. Oh good, thank God. Woo. I thought because I rolled through a stop sign. Anyway, I can tell you right now, if I was in a limited mode, especially if I was using some throttle, let's say throttle and pedal assist together in unlimited mode, we'd be at like 5. So I can tell you, not bad. I think you save a considerable amount of battery when you use mode 3, pedal assist, even pedal assist 4, you know. I think it goes without saying, but I'll say it anyway. Pedal assist 3, 2, 1, it's pretty much just like everything else. You just capped it like a certain speed, you know. Pedal assist 1, you're going like 5. Pedal assist 2, you're going like 8 or 10. Pedal assist 3, you're going 20. I just did this test in pedal assist 4 just because I wanted to just keep it consistent. So anyway, people, that's the freaking mode 3 test. Class 3 came back with 11 miles left, which is actually very surprising. So that's it. Peace out. God bless. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm grateful for the support. Here's a little look at the bike. All right. Take care.